Yes, you read that correctly. It's finally time to have another video with my new boy Goggles. For those who haven't seen my previous videos and also do not follow my Instagram, if you haven't, please do. This is my new horse Goggles. I was lucky enough to get this beautiful boy having connections with his breeder. He is another unraced and unnamed thoroughbred. He is only just turned 5 years old, and whilst he has been in some sort of training, he's never actually made it to the track. He was also gelded extremely late, hence why he is thick as anything. And as you can see, he's very, very nervous and not used to being tied up, let alone being alone. In my previous video, I was just eager to have a sit on him, so I kind of rushed it all and I had Fig with him to kind of calm him down. However, this time I'd separated her from the paddock, which he was quite stressed about initially. However, he's had 2 days at this point to kind of decompress and still see her over the fence. She's still right next door to him, just not in the paddock. I don't know a lot of his history whilst he was at the trainer's place. I do know his history as a foal and a baby through Stellamore Stud, which I'm very lucky for. However, he actually has never been with mares in his life because he was gelded so late. So that is where a lot of, I think, these issues and anxiety of leaving Fig, aka a mare, have stemmed from. Now, I was told before I got him that he was more of a pet than anything else, which I guess can be a bit of a red flag when you know how bossy he can be. He is just like a big dog because he's been treated like that, I guess, his whole life. So he does come to a human for some comfort and calmness. In the paddock, he follows you around everywhere, and so that's why I wanted to obviously keep instilling this in him, that when I'm around him, he is fine. I am definitely his person of comfort, because it actually makes it a lot easier when I'm trying to work with him, that when there's a horse running around or he's away from Fig, as long as he's near me, he's going to be fine. So that was kind of the aim. I also really wanted him to learn how to not be so rude on the ground. He's quite pushy. He's huge. He's going to take advantage of me when he can. So I just really wanted to make sure he wasn't going to do this. I didn't get on video, but I did try to lunge him at the start, and he took off and reared. So that's why I was like, nope, we're going to do lots of backing up, lots of turning away from me. I don't want him turning in towards me whatsoever, and just getting his brain really thinking. But again, every time I say thank you, I stop. I want him to know that I am a safe place. I'm not someone that's going to have all this pressure from me, because whilst I'm asking for a lot of pressure here with things that he doesn't love, as you can see, I also want him to know that it's okay and I'm a safe place for him. I'm a safe person. I think this has helped in such a short amount of time, as naturally he does just like calm down. When I calm down, he calms down. He usually drops his head, as you'll see in these videos, and like licks his lips and chews and stuff like that. I want to make it very clear, I by no means am claiming I'm a professional, that I know what I'm doing. I don't train horses, I just have fun with my own horses, and if they don't work out, then I sell them. I'm not a trainer, I do not claim to be a trainer, I do not claim to know a lot about horses. I'm just having fun, I'm learning myself, and I'm documenting it. So whilst what I say here might be wrong, or I don't know, I'm open to what everyone thinks, I guess, but I'm just showing you what worked for me. So in these clips, I'm really just trying to get him to walk away from me and not freak out, because he does not love to be lunged. He hates it. I think I don't know, I guess being away from me, being away from a horse, he hates being on his own. That's like a lot of his anxiety is being on his own. So I just really wanted to encourage that. And then as soon as he has a little moment of like fear, instead of pushing him and like frying his brain, I kind of just let him come back to me. I just want him to have a positive time. The other thing is, a lot of this isn't going to stick with him, because I don't live at mum's and I only come down every second weekend or even once a month. And so until Goggles is actually in forms with me, these sessions, don't know if they're going to make a huge impact. However, I think it does help his brain a lot. He is genuinely the sweetest horse I think I've ever had, like so smoochy, just loves his people, but because of that, he doesn't know his size, as well as being a very anxious horse. But this session gave me a lot of faith that with a lot of time and patience, I think he'll be great, because riding wise, obviously I jumped straight to the gun with that, and whilst it went alright whilst Fig was there, it ended pretty badly, pretty quick, because I pushed him. One day I definitely want to pop him over some jumps on the free jump. I do have a bit of trauma from when Bindi bloody went over the fence in this arena, so we'll see if I just keep him on the lunge. But as you'll see, he does not appreciate or understand the lunge. I don't really know if it's more so he doesn't understand or he just doesn't want to be away from me, but I kept trying and trying and trying. I did it all in the nicest way possible. As you're going to see, he gets pretty shitty at me. I'm okay with him having these little moments, except for in a second when he purposely kind of aims for me when kicking out. That is something I will try and be more tough with. I am a pretty lenient person with the horses, but horse his size and strength is something I do not want to be messing around with. So anytime he did that to me, I just backed him up and was pretty firm. We had a little cute moment of trot, which I was really happy with here. It didn't last too long, obviously, but I was still pretty happy with that. In the end, I didn't want to burn him too much, so whilst I kept trying, I just was like, you know what, good enough. He didn't kick out this way. He might have stopped before I asked him, but I was like, good enough. So instead, just did some more turning away from me in the end. It actually makes me so sad watching these videos knowing that he is not even at home with me. He is back at mum's and I can't even do any more of this stuff with him. I am dying to get him here. I'm hoping it's within the next couple of weeks. It is currently 45 here pretty much every day, so I'm not too keen yet. I definitely want to wait until that heat goes down. I could not believe the difference of this horse being tied up and washed. Now, obviously, I'm near him, so he is a lot calmer. But look, he's resting his back leg. Other times I've tied him up, or actually only twice I think I've tied him up. And even if I was there, he'd be swinging around and he wouldn't be so relaxed. And last time I watched him was not this relaxed. I was really, really happy. I actually felt like this groundwork session just made him calm down and actually trust me a lot and understand that when I'm around him, he's okay. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit difficult to make sure he's okay and knows he's okay when I leave him alone, but that is for another time. I'm just really happy I had a really positive day with him. And yeah, I can't wait to bring him over to Forbes. I hope you guys enjoyed. He is such a pretty horse. I am so in love with him.